New York, Meghan Markle's highly anticipated cooking show, With Love, Meghan, was meant to be her big comeback, a feel-good, Oprah-style reinvention where she could rebrand herself as America's new lifestyle queen. But in what can only be described as a brutal reality check, former U.S. government official and global affairs expert Rupa Bhattacharya absolutely tore into Meghan during an appearance on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, leaving the Duchess of Sussex stunned, humiliated, and unable to defend herself. What was meant to be a light-hearted promotion turned into one of the most cringeworthy moments in television history as Bhattacharya called out Meghan's hypocrisy, lack of credentials, and desperate attempt to remain relevant. By the time the segment ended, it was clear Meghan's cooking show was already DOA. The evening started off as expected. Jon Stewart, known for his sharp wit, welcomed Meghan Markle and Rupa Bhattacharya onto the show for what was supposed to be a casual discussion about food, culture, and Meghan's upcoming series. But things took a shocking turn when Bhattacharya, known for her no-nonsense approach, refused to play along with Meghan's delusional narrative. "So, Meghan," Stewart began, "this show is about cooking with love. What inspired you?" With her signature Hollywood humility act, Meghan tilted her head and smiled. "Food has always been my passion. It's how I show love. I want to bring people together with authentic, home-cooked meals." That's when Bhattacharya interjected, with a sharp smirk. "Authentic," she repeated. "Forgive me, but when exactly did you become a chef?" The audience fell silent. Meghan, caught off guard, forced a laugh. "Oh, well, I've always loved cooking. It's just something I do naturally." Bhattacharya wasn't buying it. "Right. And now you have a whole cooking show? With no formal training? No background in the culinary arts? Just vibes?" The audience erupted in nervous laughter. Meghan shifted uncomfortably in her seat. Realizing that Bhattacharya wasn't going to let this slide, Meghan doubled down. "Look, it's not about credentials," she said, putting on her well-rehearsed inspirational voice. "It's about passion. It's about bringing people together. You don't need a degree to share love through food." Bhattacharya raised an eyebrow, unimpressed. "That's interesting, because the food industry is full of actual chefs who spent decades perfecting their craft. And yet, here you are, skipping the line because of, what, exactly? Your title?" The audience gasped. Meghan's smile faltered. She opened her mouth but had no immediate response. Bhattacharya wasn't done. "I just find it fascinating," she continued, "that someone who spent years distancing herself from tradition and institutions is now using her royal title to sell a lifestyle brand. It's almost like you don't actually want to do the work, you just want the attention." "I just find it fascinating," she continued, "that someone who spent years distancing herself from tradition and institutions is now using her royal title to sell a lifestyle brand. It's almost like you don't actually want to do the work, you just want the attention." Sensing that Meghan was completely outmatched, Jon Stewart attempted to lighten the mood. "Well, to be fair, I cook, and I've never been trained either," he joked. "Unless microwaving counts." The audience chuckled, but Bhattacharya wasn't letting go. "But you're not launching a cooking empire, Jon," she pointed out. "You're not selling a brand based on expertise you don't have." Meghan, visibly uncomfortable, reached for her glass of water and took a slow sip, a classic Markle move when she's caught in a losing argument. Within minutes of the episode airing, Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit exploded with reactions. Royalty spill. Meghan went on The Daily Show expecting praise and walked out with her reputation in flames. Iconic. Foodie Insider, so Meghan thinks she can just jump into the culinary world because she likes to cook? Tell that to the thousands of chefs who actually worked for their careers. Media Critic 99, Rupa Bhattacharya just did what the world has been waiting for, called Meghan out on her own show. No spin, no PR rescue. Just facts. Sources close to Meghan immediately went into damage control, with some reports suggesting she was furious backstage after the show. Meghan felt completely ambushed, an insider claimed. She was expecting a fun, light-hearted interview. Instead, she got humiliated. Some Hollywood insiders have even suggested that Meghan's team is considering pulling the show entirely before it even airs, fearing that it will be DOA after this disaster. As always, Hollywood is divided over the incident. Gordon Ramsay, you can't fake expertise. People see right through it. Piers Morgan, Meghan finally met someone who wasn't afraid to call out her nonsense. Padma Lakshmi, you don't become a chef by manifesting it. This industry is real work. Oprah Winfrey, she's trying to spread love. Why attack that? Ellen DeGeneres, this felt personal. Not a good look. Priyanka Chopra, Meghan's been through so much. Let her live. Now, the big question remains, will Meghan push forward with her cooking show, or will this PR disaster force her to quietly shelve it? If there's one thing we know, it's that Meghan doesn't handle criticism well, and this was the most brutal takedown she's faced in years. One thing is for sure, Rupa Bhattacharya just did what no one in Hollywood dared to, she exposed Meghan's brand for what it really is. And America is finally waking up.